Hey, welcome to my journey to a weigh-in and a little chat. We're going to talk about protein today, somewhere that I completely lack in. But first, let's do my weigh-in. I lost 2.2 pounds for a total of 109.7. So I'm still 20 pounds away from my highest loss of 130. 125 or 130? One or the other. So I got a ways to go to get back to where I was when I had the surgery a year ago. Coming up in October, it'll be a year. And then December, another year. So I have struggled almost a solid year to lose those 20, 25-ish pounds that I gained when I had my knees done. And it's been a struggle. Let me tell you, that's why I told her, put me back on Ozempic. We touched on this on my collab with Joan about questions that you want to ask us. And I touched on how Ozempic helps me because I am a food addict. Believe in it or don't believe in it, I'm telling you, I am. I am a food addict. And all this noise that just rumbles in my head. Food, food, food. There's like a neon sign in there with food across the top that is constantly just blinking, blinking, blinking. Ozempic calms the noise. It takes the neon down to just a regular incandescent bulb. I'm wanting it to get to one, with the dimmer switch on it for the mood lighting. We're going to get there. But I am getting there. It is helping me. So it's calmed the noise about constantly talking about food. And it's helped me fill up quicker. It has helped my weight loss surgery actually do what my weight loss surgery is supposed to do. Feel full quicker. So while I have Ozempic helping me, the outcome of what it does is pretty much what we need to do to lose weight. We need to eat less. And I'm telling you, that's easier said than done. Why do you think I asked for help? Because I'm just not been able to do it on my own. There's been times when I have, there's been times when I haven't. This is one of those times when I've struggled harder than about any time that I have struggled. So all that being said, I'm still eating what I want. I'm just eating less of it. So if we could learn to do that without a drug, without fighting tooth and nail to do it, we would be set. But it doesn't work that way. Not for all of us. Some of us it does. Some of you maintain your weight for years and years and years by eating what you want, just eating less of it. And it's just harder for some of us. So today we're going to talk about the power of protein. Protein power. There is power in the protein. So I took notes because when I give you subjects, I like to research my subjects. I don't like to come on here and give you my opinion. I mean, I'll sprinkle my opinion in while I'm talking about something. But if I'm giving you facts, I want to give you facts. I don't want to give you, well, I think it does this. No, I want to look up from reputable websites, medical websites that tells me, okay, this, and this. So I got my little book here with all my little notes. So what protein does, that's what we need to know first. We need to know what actually does protein do for your body. First, it is a building block of bones, muscles, cartilage, and skin. My goodness, skin's the biggest organ in our body. So we really got to keep it going, right? Muscles, bones, cartilage, and skin. Can you imagine trying to stand up, sit up, do anything without any of those? We cannot function as a human being without bones, without muscles, without cartilage, or without skin. That is our frame. That's what houses everything else inside. So those are important. Then it builds and repairs tissue. That is an important thing to have. A builder and a repairer Okay, so red blood cells, which of course we get the red blood from meat. You don't get it from beans and stuff like that. But the protein builds up the red blood cells to carry a protein compound that carries oxygen throughout the body. And we all know we got to stay oxygenated. I know it sounds like I'm telling you can only eat meat. We're going to get to that in a minute. When I see red blood cells, I think, okay, red meat. Okay, half the dietary protein you eat each day goes into making enzymes that aid in digesting food and making new cells and body chemicals. So, to digest your food, protein helps build that enzyme to do it. So, to digest the protein as well as the other foods that we're eating. And it regulates hormones. Who don't need their hormones regulated? That was a joke. Just talking about the crazy hormones. The hormones, and our body's made up of hormones. You know, you always say, what's a hormone problem? Well, yeah, we have a lot of hormone problems. So how it helps you lose weight. Here we go. Helps you feel full longer. It takes longer to digest than other types of nutrients. If you don't eat enough, you may eat other foods trying to fill yourself up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I feel that one in my soul. I am looking for something to fill myself up. When I don't eat protein, which I haven't been doing, because I just don't want it. I've got to get over that. I will look for other stuff, and you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for the carbs, and that's normally what I eat. It preserves your lean body mass. It helps build muscle, so it helps prevent muscle loss. It helps prevent buildup of harmful fats in the body. Especially as we age, we need to preserve our muscles. It uses more calories to digest foods, more than carbs. It uses more calories to digest than carbs. Stores less body fat. Who knew? 3 main macronutrients. That's your macros. Protein, carbs, and fats. A lot of people, they track their macros. Protein is harder to store as fat than carbs or fat. Even if you eat too much protein, you still store less fat. Can I get a whoop whoop on storing less fat? Hold on. This is hot. Okay. Some healthy sources of protein. If we're going to talk about eating protein, let's talk about what we can eat to get in some healthy sources of it. Eggs. It said all types of eggs. Egg whites. Dairy, like your milk, your cheese, your yogurt. Fish and seafood. They list trout, salmon, and sardines. I guess those are your best options. I don't know. Beans, including, get this, green peas. Who knew? Meats, you know, your red meat, your pork, your chicken. Nuts, grains, and seeds, including nut butter and tofu. Now, protein supplements. That is a source of protein. This is saying, okay, from a medical standpoint, what they're telling you to lose weight. They're good if you're exercising, and like you're exercising at night and you haven't eaten since lunch. Pop a protein bar or a quick protein shake to get you through your exercise. If you struggle eating breakfast, have a protein shake or a protein bar. It says it's best to pair it with some kind of high fiber, like maybe an apple, like maybe a protein bar and an apple. Occasional quick meal on the go. The reason why it says occasional, I know some people, they might have a protein bar every day for lunch. They just don't want you to miss out on other nutrients by taking everything you eat in a supplement. That's why they want you to eat other food, because the other foods have nutrients in it that those protein bars or supplements or drinks may not have. Now, this is what it's telling you look for in a protein supplement per serving. 10 to 15 grams of protein. Whenever I had my bariatric surgery, she told me your body cannot process more than Oh my gosh. Just tell me 30. If I'm wrong, fact check me. Because now I'm trying to tell you and I'm having a blip in here. Because so many of our protein drinks are 30 grams. So that's why I think that it was 30 grams. Your body can not process more than 30 grams of protein at a time. So if you're like pumping in 60 grams of protein at one sitting, you're really getting benefit of the 30. Fact check me. But give me references. Okay, less than 15 grams of carbs, less than 250 calories, and less than 5 grams of added sugars. So those are your best options for a protein supplement. We're zooming right on through this. Isn't that nice? I know y'all are shocked. Okay, now here is a disclaimer. If you have kidney disease, you should not follow a high protein diet. Let me put that out there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not telling you to eat more protein. I'm telling you, if you have kidney disease, don't do it. I'm telling you, even before you do it, consult your doctor, because your doctor knows you. If you have a regular doctor, your doctor knows you. And I am saying, this is me. This is nothing I read. This is me, because my doctor keeps good check on my kidneys. Get regular labs. If you are on a high protein diet, what we're going to talk about eating is high protein, but it's not high protein. But if you're on protein, you're trying to get more protein, keep those kidneys checked. Okay. Now, how much? There are many ideas on how much protein you should have. I've seen some that are way high. I'm going by what my bariatric nutritionist told me when I had the surgery. They said between 90 and 120 is what I should have been getting per day. That's what I'm striving for now, between 90 and 120. And the only way we are going to know how much protein we're eating is to measure or weigh our food. Unless it is something on a box or a can or something, like you're eating a can of beans and it says per half cup serving is so many grams of protein, well, you can go by that. But if you're eating like a steak, weigh that steak. Weigh it. I think it takes less food, because I was good on the high protein when I had my surgery. The 2 weeks before, buddy, I was on that pre-op diet like, whoo, crazy. It does not take as much to get in 90 to 100 grams of protein as you think, but you have to eat the right foods. That's it. That's where my problem lies. So this is my plan. Okay? I'm going to start this out. I don't even want to. I'm just being honest with you. You know, I don't come up on here and be lying about stuff like that. I tell you if I struggle. I tell you if I don't like something. I tell you if I'm upset. I ain't cried in a long time. Woo, don't call it up. I used to cry to y'all all the time. I must have been in a bad place, because when I first started this channel, I cried all the time. I cried all the time. And then I've been through things that made me cry. I wear my heart down here. You see what I'm saying? So I give you all the emotions of Kim. The emotion I'm having right now is I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be told what to eat. I'm that person. We've talked about this before, if I'm not mistaken. I am that person. Don't tell me what to do. And that's me. Me telling me. Me. Don't tell me what to do. Because me don't want to hear it. Me don't want to do it. Well, I'm going to have to. Because even though I'm taking the drug, even though it's helping with the noise, not eating protein is not doing my body any good. Is it? Is it doing me any good? And I think for the past few weeks now, especially, even though I've lost weight the past few weeks, I feel heavier than I felt before I lost it. And I think it's from too much carbs. I say I get carb face. It goes like that when I eat too many carbs. I think I have it. When I lost weight, even before I lost 130 pounds, I have a picture of me. It's on my website. Because I was eating right. You see what I'm saying? I'm not eating right now. So I'm not getting the right nutrients. I'm not getting protein that I should get to do all the things that we talked about that protein does. So I've got to get over my hatred of meat. I don't know what caused it. I don't know where it came from. I used to love meat. I love meat. I'll still eat a steak or hamburger steak. I still love red meat. Chicken's my thing. I'm over chicken. Now, I did eat a piece of barbecue chicken the other day. Can you believe that? I actually got it out and put it on my plate and ate it. Normally, when I make chicken, I don't even get it. I just leave it for David. Now, I'll eat it if it's in a recipe, but I don't eat as much of that as I do whatever the carb on the side is. And no, I'm not going to stop making carbs because I do feed David. I've got to feed him and learn how to deal with it. I can't just push. Now, I could push sweets out, but I went through one period several years back of low carb, and I gave up sugar. Let me tell you, I gave up sugar. I don't remember what got me off track. I really don't remember. But something got me off track. And, buddy, I ain't give up sugar since. No, not one single time. Not one single solitary time. Except for in my coffee, and I did that many years ago. Right after I first started dieting on Weight Watchers, I weaned myself off sugar in my coffee. So I don't do that. I can't even... Oh, Holly was over here the other day, and she made a flavored coffee. I said, oh, that smells so good. She said, taste it. So I tasted it, and I went... She said, yeah. I kind of put a lot of sugar in. I'm like, yeah, you did. It was sweet enough to where I picked up Jacob's drink, his strawberry lemonade, to wash it out. And it was so sweet in my mouth that strawberry lemonade made me pucker up. It was so sour. So I cannot drink sweet coffee. Not at all. Not sweet hot tea either. Sweet cold tea, yes. And I'll tell you, I've been making myself half a gallon of sweet tea. I might drink it during the week. I might have it left till the next week. It just depends because I don't sit down and guzzle it. I was just missing my sweet tea. I was afraid they was going to take my Southern card from me, which I will fight you over. So I started making me some sweet tea because I don't drink David's tea. He puts that stevia in. I don't want it. I don't want it. I won't even drink a diet drink no more. The only diet drinks I'll drink is the Nature's Twist. But a drink, like a drink, Coke or something, I can't drink them. And I got what I stocked up down there. And then I got to where I couldn't drink it. And it just makes me just... So if I want a Coke, I'll have a Coke. Which that 6-pack I just bought at the grocery store will last me well over a month. Because if I even have one a week, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But when I want a Coke, I want a Coke. Or a fountain drink, I want a fountain drink. So, anyway, what was we talking about? What was we talking about, girls and guys? What in the world? How did I get off on something? Can I zoom back to it? Ridiculous. I really don't know what I was talking about. So we'll just start talking about something else. So I think I was talking about I don't want to do what I don't want to do. And then I got off on all this other mess. But I'm going to try for 3 times. Did I say that already? 3 times a week. This week. That's how I got off on it because I said I'm going to start today and I didn't want to start today. I don't want to start, period. I don't want to do this. I don't want to try to get 90 to 100 grams of protein in my body every day. Don't want to do it. But I got to just do it. I tell y'all, like Nike, just do it. I don't know no other way of doing what I need to do other than just do it. I've had people, ask for diet advice, or how do you do this, or hey, the only way I know that I can do it, me personally, y'all might have steps. I've tried steps. The only way that really works for me is to just do it. Just get over it and do it. That's what I got to do, is just get over it. Grow up. Know that there's things you have to do as an adult, and one of them is eat your protein, which it's not just for us older folks, it's for younger folks too. If you're trying to lose weight, eat your protein to do all these things it said. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, eat your protein to do all those other things that it says. So protein is just good for us, and that's what we're going to do. So this week, starting today, don't mean today's going to be the day, but between now and when I come back to you next Thursday, so between now and Wednesday, I will strive to get 3 days of 90 to 120 grams of protein in there. Who's with me? Who is going to trudge through this muck and mire and come out on the other side with me? I hope, listen, I'll be honest with you. I hope I'm sitting here in front of you next Thursday telling you I did it. If I didn't do it, I'll be sitting here in front of you next Thursday telling you I failed. Because I'll tell you when I fail. Because you need to know, just because I have a YouTube channel don't mean squat. It means nothing. It means I know how to set my phone up, look into that little camera right there, and talk. Put it on a computer, edit, upload it. That's all it means. It don't mean I'm special. It don't mean I have more knowledge than anybody. It sure don't mean I have no more skills than anybody else. That's for blasted sure. So don't think just because, and that's not just me with little 5,000 subscribers. That's Sally Lou down the street with 10 million subscribers. She ain't no better than you. No, she might think it. Don't worry about it. She fails too. You just don't see it. That's where there's a difference between YouTubers. Some of us show you. Some of us don't. So, who's with me? Who wants to try to do the protein power? Right? Okay, we're going to do it. Well, that's all I'm going to talk about today. I think. Was that all I was going to talk about? Yep. I would have done this outside, but it's still dark. And I want to just get it done. So, that's why. All right. Well, this is Thursday. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do tomorrow. If I'm going to be live or not. Because I might be home, I might not. When I'm sitting around here on Friday, sometimes I just get the wild oat that says, hit the road. So sometimes I just hit the road. So I will just see you when I see you.